Assalamualaikum and good day to all of you. My name is Muhammad Hafiz bin Muhammad Zahari. I'm from University Technology Mara Pulau Pinang. Today we're going to share with you the topic of advanced information system in supply chain management for food safety practices in Malaysian small foods businesses during post-COVID-19 pandemic. According to Naya and Westerson in 2019, the food system are complicated and changed over the time, which businesses face the main challenge. Customers, suppliers at various tiers, internal manufacturing processes, distribution and the storage, and the external environments are all possible driver of business threat in the food industry. The chain within the parties involved is extraordinarily long, and any food safety issues at any level exposes the entire supply chain at risk. Furthermore, globalization and outsourcing have added to the complexity of the food chain by including more suppliers and businesses. The food industry is critical in providing the necessary and sufficient support for various human activity and behavior. After the foods has been harvested or manufactured, it must be kept, delivered, and sold to reach the consumer on time. According to earlier research finding, around one third of the food produced each year is abandoned or wasted. This statement is supported by Zong and other researchers in 2017. The foods that were thrown away were in the stage of preparation, shipping, and storage. Fruit and vegetable, for example, were wasted 492 million tons worldwide in 2011 due to inefficient and ineffective food supply chain management. The COVID-19 pandemic, what we are facing right now, this environmental change and this pandemic caused problem for the supply chains players due to this spread global spread of COVID-19 outbreak. The supply chain has recently faced significant issues and challenges that directly impact its stages. The pandemic's influence on all parts of the food supply chain caused the disruption which affected the food production, food processing, transportation, and final demand to customers all at the same time. The business community in the food supply chain sees this demand for safety from its supplier, consumer, government, and other stakeholders are critically driving force for continued innovation. This development focus on creating mechanism to increase produce quality and safety while also increasing supply chain transparency. Furthermore, the development of in-house safety system has advanced to the point where businesses can ensure the safety of their product between the front and back door. However, the change approach is required to maintain the customer confidence and ensure overall food safety, pushing companies to cooperate in the closed chain or supply chain networks. We have only seen the first step along this path, but their strong sense of urgency and practice is advancing rapidly. According to Levi in the 2004, the management of supply chain study focused on how to optimizing the firm overall value by better utilizing and deploying the resources within the organization. A supply chain is a collection of value-adding operations that connect on and the organization, suppliers, and the customer. The supply chain activity principle is to receive input from the firm supplier, add value, and deliver to a customer. The supply chains includes all parties engaged in satisfying the consumer requires, whether directly or indirectly. Manufacturers, suppliers, transporters, warehouse, retailers, and even their customers are all parts of their supply chain. Effective supply chain management is critical, it's important to a company's ability to establish and maintain a competitive advance in its product and services. Gunasakaran and Sufyan in 2004 and 2010 respectively said that the performance of the supply chain is determined by controlling and integrating essential elements of information. Other researchers like Hanfield and Nichols in 19 and 99 highlighted that the company must use information technology to accomplish successful supply chain integration. So far, okay, and what I can say that this study adopt the definition of innovation, okay, by the Zaberman 2020. The principle of openness to new ideas is a part of the company culture and a measure of how innovative the organization is. For the desired outcome, innovation deal with the company's culture and thinking, innovation, and invention uh, um, extremely link. Okay, business pursuing innovation as a strategy are expected to pursue innovativeness as a part of their culture to make it a core competency. Cultural element like management attitudes toward change are frequently linked to innovation. Other research has found that the organization perspective has a major impact on innovation. Information systems are created to automate and control all the stages of a company's supply chain and regulate total product distribution. The supply chain management framework allows their company's product to be better met and logistic and operating expenses be drastically lowered as supported by Boycott in 2019. So this supply chain management covered the entire process of purchasing raw materials and then processing them and delivery them the finished product, okay, to the end user. According to these researchers, manufacturing materials, warehouse location, and inventory, transportation, and information are the six key elements that focus on supply chain management. Food is necessary to live. Global food demand has expanded in a direct conflict with population growth. Nevertheless, the microbiological, chemical, or physical risks, such as the allergies, make it difficult to ensure that the food is safe to eat. Another issue found by the Ruby in 2019 is the possibility of contamination at any point in the food supply chain. Microorganisms such as bacteria, viruses, and parasites produce microbiological risk, whereas in food processing, chemical often cause the chemical hazard. The Malaysian has fewer cases of foodborne sickness than other developed countries, since most cases not go for the reported. According to the research by NeuroAsia, foodborne bacteria can be spread during the food production and processing. Foodborne diseases arise when bacteria, viruses, or parasites spread in the intestine and they cause illness, or when non-infection agents such as the toxin and the chemical are consumed. Food safety is one of the four components of the food system affected by this virus, coronavirus. The proposed food industry safety effort demonstrate the most crucial precautions for each stage of their food supply chain from farm to forks during the pandemic. Okay, we look at the workers' medical condition, personal hygiene, surface disinfection, clean working environment, food preparation, also delivery and the social distancing are all categorized as an action. And from here, from the various literature from this study, small food businesses are recommended to adopt the new technology, new system to prevent food safety risk. Simultaneously, the owners of or manager food business need to enhance their knowledge in food safety practices and tighten the collaboration with their suppliers in supporting the innovation for information sharing. Information systems are designed to automate and manage all the stages of the company's supply management and regulate its overall product distribution. To create the transparency, many researchers have integrated the traceability system into a different supply chain context. As we can see right now, we have They studied on RFID, blockchain, big data, and AI. They are becoming a most they can be a must, okay, to the food businesses to use data driver data drive food industry innovation, analyzing of the product data, the production process, or the movement of the product along the supply chain will ensure the company sustainability guide the stakeholder involved. Other than transparency, traceability, and automated process, the business should improve their risk management system to control uncertainty cases, especially during the pandemic. We suggest the company develop a system integrating all functions to monitor and control the process, transportation, and uncertainty risk. As a conclusion, this study suggests to integrate and the advanced information system in the food supply chain management for the food safety for the future research. This is my presentation for this conference. Thank you so much.